I'm often asked on our disaster recovery strategy engagements just what are the three most important things that we look at, what are the three top hints. And to me I think it's policies, policies and policies. And why do we say that? It's because policies are really the foundation on which the entire DR environment, its architecture, its technology, the entire foundation on which that's built. And more than that, it's the framework that is going to be used in the inevitable post-disaster when people are looking at why did you do it this way instead of that way. The policies give you a very firm foundation for why you did what you did. A strategic policy is one that tells the entire organisation that the organisation is committed to disaster recovery, and it identifies what their role is in it and the responsibilities they have. Tactical policies typically define the assumptions, and a plan that doesn't have an assumption that staff will survive the disaster is going to incur a huge cost to handle that situation. Understanding whether the DR plans are going to handle loss of communications infrastructure or loss of transport infrastructure are key components to have documented as a policy, because they're going to affect dramatically the investment you make in technology. And then there's operational policies around recovery service objectives, not just the familiar old recovery time objectives and recovery point objectives, but recovered production life. How long do you expect to be running in production after the disaster occurs at the disaster site? Recovered production efficiency. What percentage efficiency will you offer your business units immediately following a disaster? And recovered production volume. What did you configure your disaster environment to handle? What volume of business? Are you expecting half the business after a disaster, or a whole boatload of business after the disaster? So identifying strategic, tactical and operational policies are really the foundation for just about everything you do in developing your disaster recovery plan.